So welcome back to stage 4, the last stage on our little journey, guided by Goethe. Have you written your notes for that section? If you haven't, do a little pause and just write down. It's very important to write it down at the time, because a lot goes on. I hope you found that a lot goes on. It's good to get it down, your impressions and experiences during the exercise. And difficulties maybe, lack of concentration and other things may have come into play. So that's all useful information for you in the future if you're doing it again and if you're exploring this more. So again, we're going to start with the title that Goethe gave. But in fact, this is actually more, as you can see, there's quite a long one this time. In fact, this is more than just the title of this phase, to be honest. This is actually where this is sort of where we're heading. This is the end, the destination. So it's a general title for the destination more than just this phase. And he called it Anschauende Urteilskraft und reines Phänomen, which is a bit of a mouthful, I admit. But we'll break it down as usual. Anschauen we did before, if you were paying attention, means looking at, watching, or beholding. And then you've got a little compound word, a little German compound word, Urteilskraft, which breaks down into judgment, Urteil meaning judgment, and Kraft, so there's the strength or the force or the strength of judgment, okay, in looking or in beholding. Would be that first part, okay, and then the second section, reines Phänomen, und means and, of course, and reines Phänomen means pure phenomenon, all right, rein is pure, and phenomenon is the same word. So we might attempt a little translation at that whole thing, a literal one, not a very poetic one, but a literal one would be the power to judge in beholding, pure phenomenon, the power to judge in beholding, pure phenomenon. However, the English title, when you see the literature, this phase is usually just called being one with the object, which is just descriptive of exactly what is happening in this phase, okay? So just to review what we've been doing, we're going to sort of bring it all together now. We're going to be truth-taking again, like we did in the first phase, but this time we're going to be doing it intuitively, okay? In the first phase we were doing it more with the phenomenon, and now with what it is, and now we're doing it more with intuition. So phase 1 was the truth-taking or perception of the form. The second was using the imagination to waken up this idea of the metamorphosis of the plant, remember? And then we had the one you just done, which is its inspiration, which is to receive something from the plant in a gesture or in intentionality or qualities and so forth. Okay, so that would be the first one. And now we're going to move into the intuition. Okay, that's the main title here, as it were, or the main concept here is the intuition. Okay. And through that, what we're looking for is to go deeper into something really quite archetypal, or what might be called the Urphänomenon, the original phenomenon of something very, very, very essential, the essence. But it's not very easy to describe what you should be doing with this next phase. I want to give you instructions, okay? But the idea is to continue really with what's been going on in the last one. This may already have been, probably was already starting to happen, but what happens is that ultimately it's possible for you if you're bringing all the first three phases and you just bring them in together into one big experience with the plant, you're combining them, shall we say, you're going towards a deeper knowledge of this Urphänomenon or archetype. And ultimately what's possible is that you'll feel that the consciousness can change place. There can be a sort of exchange, this duality that I talked about, where you're having a very clear dual consciousness with the plant. As if you're, maybe, and I'm not expressing myself very well because it's very hard to describe, but I think you'll know what I'm talking about, because I think probably in stage 3 this is already starting to happen. You start to feel that there's something more going on than just what you're doing, okay? Because you've been having this three stages of this experience, now the fourth one. So it's really just in a continuation of that, really embracing that. Perhaps you'll start to feel that you're observing the plant as much within yourself as within the plant, as the external plant, if you see what I mean. Okay, so go back now to your plant and try to synthesize all that you've experienced, and just be aware and maybe celebrate even all this knowledge that you've ended up creating. You've created. All right. So those are my little summary of this stage. Intuitive truth-taking. You synthesize the first 3 stages. Enjoy your deeper, fuller archetypal knowledge and the object of study. Of your object of study. Unity between subject and object. All right. And when you finish that, I have a nice invitation for you in the next video. All right. So you can pause this now whenever you're ready, and we'll see you then. All right. Enjoy it.